Zoya stood in front of her bathroom mirror, splashing cold water on her face to wash away the exhaustion of a long night. The house was silent, save for the rhythmic drip, drip of the kitchen faucet. She felt a strange, heavy pressure in the air, the feeling of being watched. She looked up at her reflection. Everything seemed normal. Her tired eyes, her messy hair, her pale skin. She leaned in closer to inspect a scratch on her cheek, and then she saw it. She blinked. Her reflection didn't. A jolt of pure electricity shot through her spine. She froze, her heart hammering against her ribs like a trapped bird. Slowly, she raised her right hand to touch the glass. In the mirror, her reflection didn't move. It just stood there, staring at her with a wide, unblinking intensity. Then the Zoya inside the mirror slowly tilted its head to the side, an inch, then two, while the real Zoya stayed perfectly still. A tear rolled down the real Zoya's cheek. In the mirror, the reflection's face began to stretch into a smile that was far too wide, revealing rows of teeth that were slightly too sharp. Suddenly, the reflection leaned forward, its face pressing against the inside of the glass. The mirror didn't reflect the light anymore. It turned dark and smoky. The reflection whispered, its voice vibrating inside Zoya's own skull. "Move, and I'll know you can see me." Zoya's lungs burned. She needed to scream, but she was paralyzed by the sight of her reflection's hand rising, not to touch the glass, but to reach through it. The silver surface of the mirror rippled like water. A cold, wet finger touched Zoya's actual trembling lip. The ending. Zoya did the only thing she could. She closed her eyes tight. When she opened them a second later, everything was back to normal. Her reflection was blinking, moving when she moved. She breathed a sigh of relief and turned to leave the bathroom. But as she reached for the door handle, she saw the mirror one last time. There on the glass was a single, wet smudge from the inside. The fear that your own safe space, your own body, isn't yours anymore. Does this give you the curious chills you were looking for?